Previously on the rolls we made.
You guys have been taken to the headmaster's office.
Do you have any footage of the Reds coming to cause mayhem
what about
at the
them?
school?
Behind him is a window. It's a very dramatic magical mirror. We actually see when Gil walks into the school, he walks up with this book, and Doan sees him. You can kind of tell he sees the book. You three are going to be cleaning the roof today, and there's nothing magical or fun about it. So I'm going to say that you opt to go home. As you're walking, Genuine shows up. You feel that. You feel an overwhelming sense of dread.
Uh-oh.
You see a bunch of Reds. Also in the center is Doan, who looks like he's had the shit beat out of him.
I'm going to cast Command on Gilligan.
The way it feels is you said the spell wrong. Gil turns towards you, and then one of the animals leaps over, and it brings down its big old gaping jaws on you.
On me? In my boobs? No.
You cast Eldritch Blast, and its head just blows up. And then the three of you see that standing behind Gil is a figure. And then all of you feel a searing pain on the back of your hand. The top part of your hand is missing. And you see deep in the space there is a small black sphere. And you all pass out. Okay. So before we get into the adventure today, you've all gotten a little bit more little tougher. Gotten a little tougher. You all advanced to level 2
I have
a little
a fucking wicked wound on my chest, right? From that dog.
bit. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. We'll deal with that in a second.
No, I want it to be a cool scar, my bardic scar.
You only wear tank tops now. Your character, like canon, only tank top.
Cannon tank top. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you're healed up.
Okay.
I'll get into fiction why you're healed up in a second.
We got knocked out.
Yes,
That's the
you
last
did.
thing that happened.
Yeah, but you've all, after you got knocked out, what did I
went home.
reward you with? New character sheets that you guys are now all
Leveled up.
all leveled up.
Yeah.
You're all leveled up. So now you're all level 2. I believe the only one who gets like truly new shit is Hemlock.
Hell yeah.
You get what's the thing that you get as a rogue?
Fuck.
Wait, that's my old one.
You should just throw that away.
No, I want to reference it. I want to remember.
I'm gonna
Yep.
keep all mine.
Arrows, thieves' tools, uniform. Where is that shit at? Bonus: cunning action, dash, disengage, or hide. Once used per turn.
Yeah. So every turn you can move at double your speed.
Sweet.
You can walk away from someone without them being able to hit you, or you can hide. And if you hide, you can just attack them and get like a sneak attack.
I guess sneak attack.
Yeah, so that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know if Warlocks get anything new.
I got my Eldritch invocations.
That's right. You can now just disguise yourself whenever you want for any reason.
Yes, I can.
And I think, can you speak any language? Or
No, I have proficiency in deception and persuasion, which
Okay.
means I'm virtually guaranteed to.
Sweet. You're a fucking mimic now.
Yes.
So that's great.
what? That's
I'm a
tight.
fucking lion cheating.
And
asshole.
yours, Emma, I think Wren just has like some more spellcasty goodness.
Ooh, I got Song of Rest. Have I always had that?
I
Healy.
Healing.
Nice.
probably.
Wait, Song of Rest? Does it just make us go sleeps?
I don't,
It's just a little.
It's just a
lullaby.
little lullaby.
You rest better if you're
For sure,
fucking
we'll
what is
rest.
it?
I can't sleep unless Emma plays a song for me.
like, come here.
All right.
Like a cat, like needy, making biscuits. And just like,
All right. So and the last thing that happened was you got a really bad pain on your hands, and when you looked at it, you saw some shit. And and just for the sake of just for full honesty, as after that, because I didn't expect you guys to be able to do any of that shit, I had to
Yeah.
write out like all the lore of this world, like after that
Fuck yeah.
to explain that even to myself, like what did any of that shit mean? All of you have roughly the same like little next morning. But we're going to start with Salt because it's the one that's going to give the most clarity to the situation.
Oh.
So Salt, the last thing you remember is you saw Doan and you saw Gil, you looked at your hand and you just fucking hit the dirt, and that was it.
yeah.
Happens a lot.
Man, Friday nights, am I right?
Yeah, damn, dude.
You wake up
Fuck yeah.
and give me a quick wisdom saving. Check.
Wisdom saving.
quick wisdom
Yeah,
save.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that is.
Are you smart enough to wake up?
Okay. Well, that's a 7.
You're dead. No, plus what's
This is the
Plus
this
wisdom?
is the one who has the most. death.
My wisdom is plus. How did I suddenly? Oh, +2.
Oh, okay. So, you awaken
Yeah.
to the beautiful sight of the horrific, sunken, vertical slit eyes of Genuine, your
How did I
favorite
know?
horse raptor.
How did I know?
And he's
Little
just
bastard.
sitting on your chest. And when you see him, you yelp and you fling your arms like this, even though this is most certainly not the first time this has happened.
Definitely not, and it won't be the last.
What does your yelp sound like?
And Genuine's like, nailed it once again.
High fives himself.
Right?
The moment your senses return to you, you see that you are not at the BMX quarry anymore. I forgot that's where the big confrontation was.
X Games.
You are
Rockstar
Fantasy
empty cans
X
near you.
you're back in your bedroom, and you were tucked into bed. You're in your jammy jams. You had like a whole night. You went to bed and everything. What's the problem, Jeff?
I'm just watching Emma as stealthily as she can get like playing Operation with the bag of Doritos.
Very smart. And like not a few seconds after you yelp, the door opens and your father walks in, who we haven't seen yet. What's your dad's
No.
name?
Dickhead.
What's his actual name?
Dick.
Richard, it is. Richard Maximus.
Dick to the max.
Acts of service.
Yeah.
Yep. Richard walks in and he goes, "My dear, oh, you're awake. Excellent. This is very good. I have meetings all day. I was worried I wasn't going to be able to see you before I had to step out. How are you feeling?" And then he starts moving to put his hand on your forehead to see if you have like a fever. Mm-hmm. Do you just let that happen?
No.
Okay. So
You know how, like, have you ever tried to pet a cat?
yeah.
And you, like, go to pet it and it just, like, bends its body down away from you? That's
Well,
what happens there.
That's fine then. Listen, I'd love to stay and chat, but I just want you to know I've contacted the barristers. They are already aware of the situation, so you don't have to worry. Now, I am going to go. I will see you. Have a good day. What's your name this week? And then the gnome walks in. Book bag, sir. Book bag? Tend to her needs. And he just leaves. And then book bag's there. And he's like, "My lady, I've prepared breakfast for you if you'd like to accompany me."
Breakfast.
Yes, ma'am.
Bring it. I'm
Very-
rushing now.
That's not, you can't do this. I will not allow it.
I have disguised myself as Russian.
Oh,
I
you said
am
you do
Russian
that.
now.
No, that's not how. No. So with your normal character voice, you've told Bookbag, you can't just make that decision.
What
for
a
the
bullshit fantasy world.
group. You can't just decide to be Russian like week 3.
Jesus Christ.
So
man.
he goes and he fetches the little tray for you and he sets it down.
Ah, yes, Pop-Tarts.
And
My favorite.
is that
not
what you?
have these
Is that what is your
Soviet
favorite? Is
Wait,
Pop-Tarts?
what kind of Pop Tarts?
Only s'mores. In
Well,
Soviet
let me
Russia,
That's
we only have cherry.
understandable.
let me tell you, Bookbag made these fucking s'mores just. They're
Oh,
fucking perfect.
damn. Bookbag made these
Bookbag-
Pop-Tarts.
yes.
Pop-Tart man is good.
Yes, and he pours you a cup of your favorite.
Diet Coke?
Yes, he pours you a diet fantasy
Diet
Coke.
Coke
I'm
and
sorry.
Pop Tarts for breakfast.
I thought this was supposed to be a fantasy world, not actual reality.
Just Danielle breakfast. No, I'm sure there's like some kind of like whatever the cool kids drink fruit juice that is low calorie. He pours that for you for breakfast because like he knew he just brought it.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, your wound's fully healed, ma'am.
Yes, Pop-Tart.
Very well." Ring if you need anything, Mom. I will fetch a carriage for you today. And he leaves the room. And wow, Cha-Cha's just hopping around.
Cha-Cha just.
So you got this dope ass spread in front of you for
Hell
your
yeah.
breakfast, and when you look down to get it again, there's Genuine once more.
Genuine, don't you fucking touch my breakfast.
No. I
So help me
swear
God.
I won't do that. But hey, how's that hand of yours doing?
What do you know about my hand?
Oh, take a look at it.
No, you look at it.
Oh, I already can see it.
Look at it.
Well, he can already see your hand.
Look at it more.
Well, he looked at it. Genuine's just looking at it. He's like, pretty cool, huh?
What would you say?
You're going to need to look at the hand if you want to know anything about it. Genuine's
You
not going to tell you.
Genuine.
Yeah.
Fine.
You don't have to look at it right now.
I'll look at it. God.
Okay. You look at your hand, and you actually don't see anything. You just see the back of your hand.
Cool.
Then Genuine says, "Oh shit, that's right. You don't have the hang on."
The vision.
And then he picks up his claws and he goes like this, and instantly you can see the hole in the back of your hand again, and it doesn't hurt, but the way that you see it is like your eyes are just showing the back of your hand.
Right.
Like you physically, like you're just seeing the back of your hand, but you know that there's a hole there.
Right.
And it is the most disorienting fucking feeling
You have the stigmata.
ever experienced. And looking into it, you can kind of tell like there's like a fixed point. Like it's not just like anywhere you move it, you see the same thing. It's like you're seeing through something.
Mm-hmm.
And when you hold it straight down, you can see this really, really far away, this small black disc. And it's super weird. Mostly because like when you do, again, you can just tell this is what you're looking at, even though your eyes are just saying you're just looking at your hand right now. When you're looking down into this black disc, you know it's there, even though, again, it looks almost like a star field. Like there's like nothing there, like maybe little pinpricks of light, except for this perfect sphere of like just darkness.
Trippy.
Yep. And then Genuine snaps his horse claw. He's like, that's like pretty cool, huh? Anyway, enjoy your breakfast and all that. Then he hops off the bed, having accomplished his stated goal of freaking you out.
Fuck you, Genuine. Fuck you.
So you're having breakfast. That's what's going on.
So I imagine Molly's like. I haven't done Molly. But that's what I imagine.
It's like
what it's
looking
like.
at a black disc.
That's how the guy in the alleyway sells it. You guys
Yeah.
want to see a black disc in your
the back
hand?
of your hand. It's dope as shit. And just so we're clear, like you guys aren't going to be able to do that just because you're not like warlocks.
Yeah.
But that is what's going on with you.
I have a loot though.
Yeah, so
And a detect magic spell.
Yeah.
detect magic on my hand.
Speaking of which,
I knew these hands were
let's,
magic.
Let's go to Wren's morning.
So
So much like with Salt, you wake up in your bed and you are heavily bandaged. That you got patched up like pretty well. Like you're back at full health mechanically, but like you actually feel okay.
good. I was worried.
And you wake up and you see your mom is sitting over you.
I haven't seen my mom yet.
Yeah. Oh, honey, you're awake. Good. How are you doing? How you feeling?
Fine, considering.
Yeah, I know.
Positive.
I know you had a big night last night. What do you remember? You were kind of going in and out the whole evening.
I remember we were walking, me and old Jonesy. Hems.
I like that Jonesy. He's a
Jonesy.
good egg.
Jonesy hymns.
Yeah.
Jones, yeah. And then like there was
She
like-
knows Jonesy.
Yeah, she knows. I mean, my parents just know my off kilter.
Yeah, she knows you. She knows your
knows what I'm
plans.
talking.
Yeah, for sure.
She knows. She feels, but
I'm like that friend that like walks in without knocking, like, "What's up, Mrs. J? What's cracking? What's going on for breakfast? Just gonna grab some toast."
God,
Peace.
you're such a dick.
that is that's a Jonesy.
Yeah, that's like Poochie, the talking dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember we were walking, and then one of our buds was getting in like a skirmish. So I go to step in. And I got bit by a big ass dog, just a big dog. I tried to play my song of friendship, and it did not work.
When when you mentioned that there was someone else there that like was being attacked, she was like, "And that's all you did. You just tried to help him."
Yeah,
And she just like she looks
I'm all
well she looks like relieved but also like a little scared at the same time.
okay.
And she's like, okay, that's good.
You cool?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay. Because I got bit.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why you're
no,
freaking out.
and I'm really glad. I'm glad you're okay.
Cool.
Well, I left breakfast for you on the table. I'm already extremely late. Your father had a really big run-in with some pickles today. So.
Yeah, I know I wasn't up to help him out.
Yeah,
the last
so
time
you get it.
Oof. Yeah, I get. I know.
Hey, simpatico right now.
Yeah, I know.
Like mother, like daughter.
I
huh?
love our relationship.
It's really cute. Anyway, are you gonna be all right? I left your uniform out. Everything's all good to go.
I think I can manage. Yeah.
Okay.
I got this.
Then I'm just gonna hit the thing.
Peace.
When
Hit
she
the
leaves.
thing. Is that how she does?
Yeah,
Hit
she's
the thing.
I gotta hit
Hit
the
the
thing.
thing.
Well, she knows. Well, that's the irony. She works at the DMV. She knows it's a road, but she says the thing. So
Yeah,
it's a little bit.
A little DMV
does.
humor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it.
I like it.
The median.
I'm gonna say her name is Ellen.
That seems like an
that
Ellen.
Tracks.
Yeah, Ellen.
Ellen Steffens.
Yeah, Ellen and Daniel
Yeah.
Steffens.
Aw, that sounds like a nice
That sounds
family.
We have a really good family dynamic.
It's
You
going pretty
do.
I
good.
like it.
I hate you.
So
You're all
then,
probably gonna
so
die
here's
by then.
here's
Yeah,
a
that's true.
does Wren being a bard who plays instruments, do you do any kind of like warm up before you go out in the day, or do you just
Warm up like the pipes. I always have to warm the pipes up before I leave the house.
okay?
Sure.
So you do
Gargle like a little salt water.
do you warm up with the
Honey
old
tea.
do you warm up with the old box
I
string?
strum the strings if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
Narrator.
Make a
Oh no.
make a
I don't want to have to make up a
make a
song
perception
again.
check.
Oh no, I dipped my finger in my dip.
Yeah, that's not where your dice should be.
To be fair, your fantasy girlfriend put it in here.
She's my real life girlfriend.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
That's not
Okay,
what
is she
she
from
says.
Canada too?
Damn it! You got me. This audio medium can't prove anything. Anyway, let's.
What am I rolling again?
Roll perception. So roll plus perception,
Okay, perception.
or it'd be wisdom, I guess.
Yeah, my wisdom is 11.
Let's see how this goes.
5.
You just have a good little practice sesh.
Nice.
You get all warmed up. You feel good about it.
Yeah.
What
Then you're off to school.
what are you jamming? Like what's your warm up song?
Just whatever she always plays.
It's always wish you were here.
That sounds like a pretty good one to
yeah,
practice.
right.
On the front porch.
Everybody knows it. Yeah. Pink Floyd. Well, Pink Floyd.
Hemlock, you have a decidedly less nice time.
My family's not here. I don't
No,
have
they are not.
anyone to help me really. Except for
No,
bro.
they aren't.
Just your bro, old tooth cap.
Yeah, who's not?
Yeah,
Well, he's not even there.
Oh
because
no!
You wake up in the school infirmary.
Oh no!
No.
Yeah, they had nowhere to take you.
In the middle of the night, it was open.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, think about it. Like, there's
24-hour
dorms
boarding
for
school.
people-
That's true.
Yeah. So you wake up there.
Come on, Jeff.
I didn't go to college. I also didn't go to fantasy high school. So sorry.
Yep.
And go to
You wake up. You didn't get hurt, but you did pass out. So they just brought you to the infirmary, kind of like you wake up with like a rag on your head that's still kind of wet.
You know what I'm picturing in my head?
What are you picturing in your head?
Is the scene at the beginning of Final Fantasy VIII when Squall wakes up in the school infirmary
Sure.
after his fight with Cypher?
Yes,
Yeah.
but instead of Quistis walking in, the school's nurse Calden walks out, and he's like he's a halfling. He's a halfling man.
Doesn't matter to me. He's the same.
Well, okay, that's fine.
I don't see halves.
That's you only see the whole person.
You're just the whole person.
And he comes up to you and he's like, "Oh, you're Hemlock. You're awake. Good."
Yeah.
Come here. So he pulls out a small wand.
Okay.
And he goes up to you and he casts the spell light, and he just starts shining it in your eyes like the pupils.
Sweet. Is he going to cast stethoscope
Yep.
as
so
well?
So here he goes. He's like, "What's your name?
Hemlock Jones. Don't
Your
forget.
real name?"
Yes.
Delusional. Okay. What town are you in? He starts taking notes.
Spring Willow. Wait. Fall Willow. No, Spring Willow.
Autumn Willow.
Yeah.
That is funny every single time. What grade are you in?
Did we go to 12?
You go to
12th grade? I am a 12th grader.
Who is your homeroom teacher?
Shit.
You got to pay attention to this kind of shit.
My homeroom
notes,
teacher.
'cause even
it
I'm
is- it should be the home ec teacher. No, it's not. It's
Flinglefluff.
Cowan. Her name is Cowan.
Cowan.
close.
Yes, that's thanks. I appreciate
Okay,
you
Professor
jumping in there.
Cowan.
Hell, you.
It's day 2. Give me a break.
I know.
I got beat up last night. Well, not really, but some
Almost.
shit went down.
You got handsied.
Okay. How is your head? Does it hurt? Does it ache? Headaches? Nausea?
Fuzzy.
Fuzzy.
Feel
Okay.
fuzzy.
He raises up the wand and points it directly at your forehead, and that fuzziness starts to kind of go away.
Oh,
He
nice.
casts a little spell of clarity on you. He's like,
I'm sad.
"That should last you till about the middle of the day. If you still feel fuzzy, come on by. But unfortunately, and I'm sorry to say it, you are cleared for school, my man."
Fuck.
He just gave you some Coke.
Dang it. He just gave me some Gatorade, some Pedialyte, some fantasy
He
Pedialyte.
gave you some fantasy magical Ritalin, so
Yeah.
you're going to class.
Yeah. You're off.
Yay.
Yeah, and he's like, "Yeah, I went by the school gift shop and pulled one of the uniforms out for you. So there you go."
Who brought me here?
The sheriff.
Oh.
And he walks away.
That fat fuck.
So here's
Sorry.
so
I
here's
didn't
what's
say it
gonna
like
go
that.
down now. All 3 of you are gonna go to school because that's just part of our game, and just get used to this because this is gonna be kind of like the rhythm of how our game is gonna work. You're gonna go to school and you're gonna tell me what you're going to try to earn that day. So you can try to earn a point of grades, you can try to earn a point of assets, and you're gonna or you can try to earn a point of popularity. You can only earn 1 per day. The difficulty is based on how many you have. So do you guys still have the number from before?
I have 1 popularity and 1 grade.
So mark down, give yourself, you have 4, like all of you are going to get 3 to start with. So you have,
So 2 more of each.
no, 3 more of each.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So plus whatever you have an extra 3 more.
Oh, sweet.
The difficulty to get whichever one you want, you have to roll over what you have plus 10. So if you have 4 popularity, you have to roll at least a 14 to get another one.
Dang.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he can't be too popular, or it's hard to become that
Yeah.
popular.
Is that just popularity
Now-
or all?
Now here's the thing: if you don't hit it, I'll give you an option. You can choose to spend a point of something else to get it, or you can just choose to not get something that day.
Is it negative if we fail to roll on that, or is it just we don't get the point?
You just don't get the point, and the points are used for like you can spend them on things. I have like a whole chart of things you can spend them on, like services and things. You can spend them on like items that you might need. You can spend them like if you need help for something. You can also spend them to like redo a check you might fail.
Okay.
So this is our version of inspiration. So
Gotcha.
all of you have at least 3, and then Hemlock and Assault, you both get extra bonuses because you're the rich kid and you're the pride of the town.
Sweet.
So you get you can get 2 of any resource. You can decide. Hemlock gets 2 of any resource. You can decide what that is in the moment. You need to decide now. Salt just gets 2 extra assets, but you won't, and you can just use those in this week, and then next week you'll get another 2. But that's what you have. So, what are y'all going to try to do today?
I want to get a point in grades.
You
I
want?
feel like I've been slacking.
It's the second day of school.
I know.
I got big dreams,
big-
man.
Point of grades. Okay.
Assets, baby.
Point of assets. Okay. And
So grade or assets is the
Or
two
popularity.
or popularity.
I think you need to work on that.
I'm pretty good across the board, actually. So I'm gonna go with grades just because I feel like I'm gonna be goofing off later on, and
Okay.
that's going to hit me.
so you two roll a d20 for your grades.
It's all about the power. Power in the
I got an
money.
18.
All right.
Well,
I got a 3.
Together, it's 21. Blackjack.
Yeah, that's it.
In class today, Professor Danvers, the home ec teacher, she goes over some basic techniques for how to like keep track of how much stuff is in your pantry. Like that's what she goes over today, and she was like, you need to label everything. You need to add dates. You need to smell it for rot. These are useful if it's something you're going to eat or something you're going to rub on a wound from a manticore. She says shit like that all the time.
Okay.
You figure this out like perfectly.
Yeah.
Like you
Manicore, got it.
got it.
Boom.
Yeah, so you get a point of grades. You struggle.
I'm like, what about pickles?
found it out.
So because you're struggling, you can choose you can make a choice. You can either spend a point of popularity or asset
I don't have any.
to get an extra grade.
Oh, wait, I
you
do.
have a base of
3.
3.
Yeah.
So it's basically like you trade, or I can give you the point and something bad might happen.
Oh, man.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
You get tetanus and then spend the rest of the week.
I'm going to go for that.
You can go for
Yeah.
the
Bad might happen.
Dang, Daredevil. What up?
You guys, let's play. Okay.
Do this shit.
something bad happened.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm going to save that.
I'm gonna put this in my back pocket.
Just know, so you give
So
yourself a
just
point
know
of,
something's going to
so
happen.
yeah, so
You'll never know when or where. It's like
real life.
it's gonna strike. You manage to like pull it, like you fucking, I don't know how you do it, but you fucking
know how I
figure it out.
did
Like she
it.
gives a quick pop quiz at the end. Oh, that's right, you cheated. You use your bardic skills to give yourself an extra point of grades. So mark down the little grades.
Yeah.
Taking you to Vegas.
I'm like, yeah.
Go ahead and roll for assets.
Et le moi? 14.
What are your assets now?
5?
Oh, so you don't get it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you. Yeah, you're not.
But nothing bad happens.
No, you
No.
have the same deal that that Emma has. You can choose
Something is
to
gonna oh.
But I do.
the same deal that Wren has. You can choose to trade, or you can choose to.
Well, I do snap my fingers and like summon Genuine and tell him to go pick everybody's pocket.
So you're gonna.
How'd your family get rich?
The same way we
So
all
that's
do.
two. That's two
Daily.
bad things. So give yourself an asset. Genuine does that, but now two bad things are gonna happen.
Oh, man. You're going to go to the free clinic later on and get some bad news. The fantasy free clinic.
I'll pay my way out, bitches.
So at the end of the day, before each of you leave, like you go back to the homeroom to check in, and Professor Callan is very much like, okay, well, I hope everyone had a good second day. I hope it was very productive. And then a student busts in, and he looks like a real dingus, a real dork. He busts in and
Nerd.
he's completely out of breath. And he's like, oh, hello, ma'am. I have a note from Headmaster Lewin right here. And she just stares at him. And she's like, well, what is it? She goes, Wren, Hemlock, and Salt, please report to the headmaster's office right away. And then he runs out.
I stand up and scream, I won! And then run out of the room.
Bingo.
That was just what I wanted to hear. So you get pulled to the headmaster's office, and once you are there,
Wait. First,
yeah?
I have to knock over my chair and kick it, and then I walk out.
excellent. Miss Collin is like, I saw it coming.
I feel like I thought
I'm gonna get up and leave.
Yes.
I would assume that like your character was like the nose up kind of prissy character, but I'm pretty sure your character like has a rolly backpack and is just a dick to everybody.
First of all, not a rolly backpack. Book bag carries my bag.
Right. But he's on wheels.
Jesus.
He's wearing rollerblades, fantasy rollerblades. You drag him along.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep. So you're brought to the headmaster's office, and you're let in by the headmaster's assistant, who just opens the door for you. Very stern. They open the door, and when the door opens, you see Professor Luan is standing there, and he looks mortified. Also standing there is a young woman who's probably about 16 years old, who looks like she's about to start crying at any second. And actually, Salt, you had the best story, so make a wisdom check with advantage.
Okay.
13
Okay.
on that one, and 4.
Okay. Do you have a wisdom bonus?
I do. It is 15.
Yep.
Oh, is this the mic stand?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh.
You recognize the young woman as Dell. That is Doan's little sister.
Aw.
And I don't know how much you know about her or how friendly you've been with her, but you just know that's who it is. And also sitting there is the sheriff, whose name I fucking forgot.
Flipper
You
problem.
guys are gonna have to remember this stuff.
Well, I don't have to remember shit because I'm in charge. But
That's true. I don't remember.
No. Who are you?
Wren.
Oh.
his name's Klein. Sheriff Klein. You see Sheriff Klein, and he is a big man. He
Like,
is
how big is he?
like he's as wide as he is tall,
Oh, so he's like
and he's a fuck ton of
So he's
both.
like that chick from Willy Wonka when she's all blowed up like
Yeah.
a blueberry.
a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Not exact.
Yeah, he's very tanned. He's very bald. He looks like he might be out of breath, but you can't tell.
God, I had that as a PE teacher.
I know.
Is this like? It sounds like a PE teacher, or it sounds like from Matilda, the
Yeah.
bean teacher.
The Trunch
Yeah.
Bowl.
Yeah.
Crunch bowl, yes.
Yeah.
And he says, "Have a seat." Do you guys do that, or do you not?
I'll sit. I'm chill.
Okay. I know I'm asking you guys if you sit down a lot, but I'm gonna stop.
It's all gonna
Just
come up.
assuming that whether or not you sit or not, you're sitting. So he pulls out a small notebook
Made me laugh.
and he goes, Saltimus Maximus, Hemlock Jones, Wren Steffens.
Gone fishing.
And he writes down, like, what time did you leave school yesterday?
Ooh.
3:30.
No, because we were there till like 5.
Oh yeah, because we cleaned the roof.
Yeah. We were there late till at least 5, I
Yeah.
think.
It was pretty late.
Yeah.
And what happened after you left school?
Walking home.
Like
Yeah.
I do.
You know, we were just minding our own business, and
Sure were.
we saw a kerfuffle.
I like that word better than skirmish.
You said squirmish.
Yeah.
Skirmish.
Good too.
I meant to say skirmish.
And then
Edit that and post.
and,
Oh, I like it.
and Headmaster Lewin's like, kids, please take this seriously.
Oh.
And he goes, and what happened during this, as you call it,
Squirmish.
Squirmish.
squirmish? He writes it down.
Squirmish.
He puts an emphasis on the Q, like he underlines it. What happened during this?
Just those new slang.
New drug.
saying this-
The kids are using squirmish? Oh no.
we saw Dolan with some reds.
Really?
Yeah.
Doan with some.
Looked like
Yeah.
he was gonna get messed up.
Yeah. Sorry. Thank you. I mean, it looked like he was being forced to fight, or he was being beaten up.
We couldn't really tell.
Yeah. He looked not great, and he usually looks pretty good.
Wow.
Stop. Okay.
Ran it
Easy,
in.
Joe.
He's so, in fiction, Salt's like, wow. Thirst alert.
Don't be jelly.
Yeah.
You're salty, not jelly.
He writes all he's writing all this down.
Okay.
And he goes, what happened next?
I don't volunteer any information. I just sit there
And stare.
and stare
Um,
with a air of menace.
I'm trying to remember.
We got attacked by some dogs.
Yeah.
They-
Wild dog.
I remember it because I got bitten. Have you seen this? Are you not seeing my bandages?
Yes, I remember you were very injured.
Wait, you were the one that brought me to the infirmary.
Yes, I was.
Then why are you asking?
Why are you asking? Why don't you know?
Because it's customary to take a statement from suspects.
Suspects.
Yeah, I guess Salt looks at you guys while you're trying to do your say things at the same time bit, and she's like,
Yeah,
I don't do that.
Like, I don't even know them.
We both
I don't-
we both look at her when we're doing it though. We're like
I feel like me and Jonesy got a kinship. Like, I don't know what we talked about before we hit that fight yesterday, but we were just like, this guy's on the level.
food fight, am I right?
This guy's dope. I like him. I'm a big fan.
Well,
So here's what happens now. Is the sheriff stands up and he says, I'm going to tell you how my day went yesterday.
Okay.
Boring.
I received word from a crying mother and her crying daughter who said that their son had not come home from school. She told me the path to walk in order to find him, and I did this. And when I walked down that path, I went to the Fantasy BMX Quarry, which has a real name that I'll think of.
No, I like fantasy.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I mean, that's what a grown up would call it.
Yes,
is.
It
is.
And he says, and what do I find when I get there? I see 3 students in spring willow uniforms, fully armed, one of which heavily damaged, and and a 4th student, clearly having been outnumbered, dead
No,
from unnumbered wounds.
Not Doan.
Doan.
No.
I see you know who he was.
Doan, no.
Why'd you do this?
Why?
What did we do? Me, the game at?
Yes,
Dungeon
you were the
Master?
dungeon master.
Yeah.
Why?
We're playing a game where shit goes down.
We love him.
I know.
I was gonna take him to prom.
Not anymore, you're not.
Not anymore.
You're making a lot of references.
Yeah,
I'm visibly, my character, like my real persona, is visibly shocked right now.
as soon as the sheriff says that, Dell starts crying. Just like weeping. And Headmaster Lewin is like, Klein, this is highly inappropriate. I mean, you brought the sister in, for God's sake. Also, these are children. You can't do this. And he's like, they're not children, they're murderers. And he turns back.
stand up.
Come on.
I pound my fist on the desk. Excuse me, sir. I'm talking to you.
Yeah, he's paying attention.
Would
to
you
this.
like to respond?
You've got to say something. What are you
You want to
saying?
respond to me?
What?
Yes or no question?
Fine.
You listening?
Yes.
Good. All right. So here's the thing. I don't like virtually anybody in the entire world. However, I liked Doan. And I would like it to be known that when I like somebody, I try to help them. I do not hurt them. It behooves them to please me. He pleased me.
Okay.
This is a weird tactic.
I will be plenty implicated in all of the deaths that I impressively, specifically, deliberately cause. That was the word I was looking for. But I will not.
So he's looking at you like incredibly like angry and like suspicious.
we all are.
Yeah, and Lewin,
Like, did she do it?
and Lewin's like, what young Maximus is trying to say is that these children had no reason to attack Doan. He was a beloved student here.
Yeah, we all were hanging out that day. We all were fixing the roof that day because we all supported each other that day.
Then explain to me why it is that the 3 of you had weapons out, were alive, and he was dead.
Well, maybe you should ask whatever police force you have in this town for not coming to assist when the Reds were using some sort of magic ass dogs. Look at Wren.
Right? If
Yes,
you
I-
had-
Messed up.
Yeah, I understand that Doan was quite the cleric, which made him quite the fighter.
I'm
Really?
just saying that if you are as incompetent at your job as you are in this moment, then you should be fired because you are full of shit.
Well, she doesn't speak for us. Okay.
So wait, are you like a young Karen? Is this what it is?
The
I would
sheriff,
like to talk to your manager.
he is the manager. He's the highest ranking law enforcement official.
Well, I'd like to fire you.
Where's your parents, dude?
The DMV working hard.
Yeah. So so he basically just looks at the 3 of you and he's like, this has been illuminating. I'll be in touch.
My tax dollars.
He
pay
gets
for
up
your
and he
salary.
leaves the room.
I flip him off.
And then as soon as he leaves, like Dell runs out. Like she can't. She looks at all three of you and is like simultaneously like confused and furious, and then she just leaves the room.
How dare you?
Do
be mad
people
at me?
really think we killed the
Right?
looms?
So let
Come on.
me
Lumen,
let me
Got some-
well here I'll
It's a
do this.
setup.
Lewin,
It's a setup.
Lewin sits down and he goes, "Listen, I saw the footage from the roof. I'm of the opinion you didn't do it. However, the evidence is pretty substantial.
What evidence?
The evidence that you were there, you were armed, you were the only ones there.
That is
He was dead.
both false and circumstantial.
I'm sorry. Is there no CSI Spring Willow that can
Is
go
there
and
no rats?
yeah?
No,
Read me my rights,
This is-
bitch.
this is fantasy world. There's limits to anything, and no one saw this. All they see the obvious. They see like you three were there. He's dead now,
It's hard being
and
smart.
and everyone knows Doan could handle himself. So.
Okay.
All right.
I guess
If you were-
we lack motive, I guess that's a thing we lack. I don't know.
I know. And also, means. I'm sure.
You're not going to be able to just tell me the dungeon.
No, I know. I'm,
No, we're going to argue
So
against
he-
your story.
So Lewin is just like, if you're innocent, then you'll be found innocent. That's my hope.
that's not how the
That
justice
doesn't
system
sound
works.
reassuring.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are so jaded. He says,
Look
just,
at the times, man.
just try,
look around you.
just try to stay out of trouble, and hopefully they'll figure it out. And then he motions for you that you can leave.
Ow.
That was pathetic.
I hope.
That was one of the saddest things I've ever
I hope the mic picked up the one knuckle that cracked.
Yeah, that was not. So you guys walk out of the.
We're supposed to go to class now that our friends did.
No, school's over for the day.
Oh, that's good.
cool.
Yeah,
Oh, that went by
once I award you the point for the day, then the school's over.
Oh, sweet.
So you guys three have been accused of
Murder?
of Doan.
Oh. Jesus.
So here's so I'm gonna just tell you guys this because now there's like a clock element. You have 2 weeks to figure this out,
Oh, what?
or you're gonna something really bad will happen.
Come at me, coppers.
To figure out who killed him?
Yeah. So let me just ask you guys this: who do you think killed him?
Here's the thing.
Gil.
I don't think it was the Reds.
Probably not, no.
Not if we have these crazy ass discs in our hand.
Yeah.
Other fucking things are at work.
It's like
here.
a
Yeah, I'm just assuming that after this shit, you guys like get together and like I don't know where you guys are doing this. Like, where in fiction would you?
Ooh, my house.
Away.
Friendly.
yeah. Do you have like a basement in your house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. It's, I mean,
Is there a couch?
fantasy based.
Is there a couch and a foosball table down there?
Sarah,
Bro, you know it.
is this supposed to
I'm gonna say it's Ren's fancy parents' basement.
Yeah. What
Fancy parents.
I actually had a friend in high school who our campus was an open campus, so on lunch and during breaks and when we cut class, we'd go to her house and the basement was called the underground.
No. You guys are terrible.
I have that. I made
You're
the
on-
sign on the door to go down into the basement.
Fantasy Comic Sans.
Yeah, Fantasy
Yeah.
Comic Sans, the underground. It's got plush
upset.
couches and
Yes.
black lights, fantasy black lights, and
Big dead
and-
heads, my parents.
Yeah, the Grateful Dead were a group of zombies that were brought back to life who were like super chill about it.
Yeah.
Actually,
Cool.
so you guys away back to Ren's place, and Ren's dad is there. Was like, "Oh, hi Ren, honey. Hi Ren's friends. I'll whip you guys up some pickles. How about
Yeah.
it?" And
Sounds good.
He gets
Dad,
to work
thanks.
whipping you guys up some snackies.
That'll be here in 2 hours.
Right?
I cannot open.
He's just in the garage trying to open the jar.
So you guys, I'm guessing you guys just like catch each other up on like, "Oh, I have a disc in my hand. Oh, we're accused of murder. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's.
montage.
Did you guys watch Fantasy TRL this week?
I would hope you did. Fantasy JLo had a fantasy exclusive this week.
Fancy.
So much
Hell
fantasy.
yeah.
Who do you think did this?
Fuck.
Mr.
Is this us
It's okay.
talking?
Yeah, like assume in character you're having this discussion.
Floating spectral.
Yeah.
Floating spectral man.
So, I mean, I don't think any of the Reds would have killed them because all of them are just kids and kind of
I mean, they're all bark, no bite.
yeah.
Except
Both
for
of you
those
shut
fucking
up.
dogs.
Yeah, look, okay, stop bringing up the dogs.
You
We
know
get
what?
it.
I took an injury. Notice me.
Apparently, Wren complains.
I take the light and I make the shadow puppet of a dog on the ceiling.
Triggering.
Okay.
I mean, it's got to be whatever weird
Okay,
thing we
listen,
saw.
Listen, yeah, it's that thing.
Okay. Well, you're the magic one. What do you think?
I'm the magic one, and I'm smarter than both of you.
Well,
Oh, easy. I've got +5 to grades.
Well, they
what
kn-
do you have?
I got lots of money.
Wait. No, this is important.
Right, right.
Do you tell them that you're a warlock?
I do not tell them I'm a.
we saw you cast spells.
Yeah, but lots of things can cast spells. Fucking Wren cast a spell.
No, she
First of
played,
all, I sing songs.
which puts a spell on you,
That's
like in
pretty-
Hocus Pocus.
That's pretty great. Okay, so you don't tell them you're a warlock. They just know that you can. Okay, that's fine.
You got some weirdness about you.
I don't know what it is, but we're gonna figure it out, right, Jonesy?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't think the Reds did it. You think the floating spectral man did it.
Yes.
What do you know about the floating spectral man?
He was floating.
And spectral.
And a man.
So we've narrowed it down to anyone from the ghost from the movie The Haunting
I'm thinking Ghost Dad, but I'm
to
thinking
a sheet I've attached to a clothesline. Doing good. Okay, so you don't know who the floating spectral man is.
well, I mean, he wasn't in homeroom, so no.
He's not in the homeroom now. Who do you think you need to go talk to figure that out?
Gil.
Yeah, I think we need to find Gil. I think they're going to be hanging out behind Fantasy 7-Eleven somewhere.
Okay.
Smoking some parsley.
Yeah.
Parsley.
Man, they charged me $60 for this little bag, but it's got to be good,
So-
right?
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen now.
I hate when you say that.
I know it's great,
That's
right?
never good.
So
I know,
it is
something
now.
bad's
It is
gonna
now
happen.
after. It is now after school. You guys can do pretty much whatever you want now in this town within like reason. You can't just say we go to Gil's house because you don't know where that is. In terms of like things that have been established in Springwillow based on like your character backgrounds and things like that, all I know that exists is the rock quarry, the path between Springwillow and the neighborhood where you guys live, each of your places of residence. So the dorm room for Hemlock, the estate of Salt, and then your parents' house and their fantasy basement. Or just regular basement. Everything is fantasy.
Everything.
So,
Fantasy
uh,
there.
And then in terms of like stuff that's been established from your individual like backgrounds, the only locations that do exist in this world that you haven't been to yet are like
Arcade.
Oh, man.
yeah,
Fantasy Scandia.
the place where
Gam-
Wren goes to like play games and gamble, and Fantasy Guitar Center.
Oh, I hate Fantasy Guitar Center. Just like real Guitar Center.
So the right now you can go like if you want to go somewhere to try to figure out where Gil is or find out stuff about the floating spectral man, you have to tell me like what it is what you want to try to accomplish, and I'll tell you like where you'll have to go in order to do that.
Did we recognize, or do I have to roll to say if like I recognize any of the kids that like booked it during last night's craziness? Like if I know where any of them might hang out?
Because some of them ran off, right?
Yeah, but like some of them were just like little underclassmen. Yeah.
Okay.
Rough up
Yeah,
some
you
underclassmen. Yeah.
you probably do.
Right.
Make a wisdom check.
Wisdom is +2, so I have 11.
You definitely recognize some of them, but you don't know where they live or anything.
Do we
But
know where-
you like if you had some way of like finding out where they lived, you could potentially find it. Like you would recognize them.
Okay.
Do we know where the Reds hang out?
Oh.
Would you would know that.
Okay.
Well, how big is this town?
It's big enough that you wouldn't just know where people and things are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you got any magical loot?
Well,
Powers that can
I
find
was
stuff?
Waiting. No. Let me see. I was gonna see if I could go to the arcade and catch any of them hanging out there.
Okay, that's a reasonable course of action.
Where do kids hang out? Where do the kids
The cave,
chill?
man.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go to Fantasy Scandia.
Yes.
Okay.
But the mini golf's not ready yet. It's coming this summer.
Oh,
You can't do the paddle boats either.
No.
No.
damn it.
This is your course of action. Is you're going to go to the arcade then?
Yeah.
Is it good?
That's
Okay.
where kids hang
So I
out.
will say, like, after school, you guys can like try to get like school resources or just do other things. But if you're going to pursue the adventure, you have to be together.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're gonna definitely be murdered.
well.
So Ren,
Didn't help fucking Doan. He got killed and we were all hanging out.
yeah, that's right, huh? It's a real bummer that. So Ren, you lead the group to Lellard's Games and Vittles.
I love this place. I love that name.
That's very good.
Lellard's Games and Vittles. When you go in, it's like it's sort of like if little kids could go to an inn. Like this is the inn that they would go to because it's lots and lots of like there's like inn food, but it's like really child-sized portions of like
Nice.
leftover mutton from the real inn.
I want to go there.
We are going there.
Yeah, you guys are there now.
yeah.
When you go in, it's like it's Friday afternoon, so it's actually kind of crowded. You know, being what it is.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Saturday afternoon. Sorry, because it's like after school on the last day of the week. So like it's pretty crowded. With like lots of students your age, and then also like younger kids too, and they're just gathered around various games of like chance. Like a lot of them are playing like this version of like dragon chess, where they're playing against like a spectral like computerized opponent, where they're trying to beat it at chess.
Is there a mascot? Somebody in a costume walking around?
God, no, please.
This is not like Chuck E. Cheese.
Please, no. Animatronics,
They're
please.
Are they made of wood?
yes.
Yeah.
I'm down.
That's worse.
down with it. Yeah.
Maybe you could kill it with fire if you need
Yeah.
to.
So as soon as you walk in, after surveying the landscape, you are accosted.
Oh shit.
Well,
I say that out loud.
I say accosted because this is
Right.
how I would feel.
Someone's just like,
Someone
"Whoa."
comes up to you in a big felt costume
No.
that
Danielle
looks
hates
like
that.
a terrifying cross between a cat and a mouse, and it's bright purple. And he comes up and he goes, "Hi there, kids. I'm Mopsy the mouse cat. Gobble, gobble.
Why did you say gobble gobble?
Welcome to Lellard's Games and Vittles."
Steven, is that you, Steven? Are you playing? Steven, is this your summer job?
It's fall.
It's fall.
What can I get y'all? By the way, for those of you who are just listening, I am holding my
Yeah,
arms.
His hands are up in the air right now.
This is helping me get into the character of Mopsy.
Yeah.
Do y'all want some tokens so you can play some games of
Oh my
fun
God,
and
yes,
chance?
yes, and just
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here. We're scaring everyone.
I-
You're gonna buy some tokens in order to play at Lellard.
Why I gotta buy them? You said you're gonna give me some.
Well, you gotta trade in some real money to get some Lellard's tokens. It's fun.
Yeah, exactly. First of all, I look down at the ground and I'm like, Genuine.
Genuine is just staring at Mopsy like, I need a makeover.
What do you think, Genuine? You think you like him?
I love him.
You want to show him how much you love him?
Are you trying to compel Genuine to like? You can't compel Genuine to do things.
I'm gently suggesting. But if that won't work, then I guess I'll just have to look Mopsy, Topsy, Bopsy,
Mopsy the mouse cat.
Mopsy the mouse
Who
cat,
may be Steven?
deep in its little mesh holes for eyes. And I grab it by the scruff.
You're a pretty violent little girl, ain't you?
It's an asshole. Where the fuck are the reds?
I can't give you that information because everyone who comes into Lellard
Pull his
is a
head
friend.
off and throw it across the room.
So you see something pretty scary.
Oh
when you when you pull off the head of Mopsy the mouse cat, What you see is not like
It's not Steven.
it's not Steven.
Oh,
In fact,
no.
I can get rid of that note that said it may be Steven.
Now we know.
Definitely not Steven.
When you pull off the head of Mopsy the mouse cat, you see like it's like a figure made out of it looks from your perspective it looks like lint, but it's
Oh God.
it's definitely not. It's some like there's some kind of like pulsing purple black light within it, and the moment it knows its head is gone, like it goes like, uh-oh. and you hear
Horrifying.
that in your minds.
Oh God!
Echoing like,
And then
I have never seen him here before.
and then
Cade.
no, he's been here every time. You just never fucked with him like this before.
Yeah.
Salt's here.
Okay.
And then the moment that happens, you see instead of it being a Mopsy the mouse cat, and now it's a big cross between like a turtle and a tarantula. What? And he goes, "Hi there, I'm Topsy the turtle-antula.
Turtle Angela.
Y'all want to trade in some your cash and money to play our game?"
So now it's like switched, and now our perspective just sees it as the turtle tarantula.
Yeah.
Wow, it's a good defense system.
All right.
Sure is.
Salt's hella rich. Can't you just get us some tokens?
Yeah.
Just creep
Yeah,
outta
don't
here.
do the thing you just did ever again.
Never again.
Okay,
was
but
terrifying.
what if I cast command on him?
I don't think it's a person.
I don't care.
It's like, yeah. I mean, if you want to try.
You cast command on him. Okay.
Jojo threw down like 8 dice.
Yeah, he threw down all his dice. I don't like the look of that at all.
So,
Bastard.
so because of your bullshit, you have triggered the tension pool. So here's what happens now.
This seems punitive. I'm
Yes.
not gonna lie.
I feel. I
No.
feel
This
punished.
is again. Like this is what happens when you adventure. You trigger the tension pool.
I don't know what's happening.
Topsy.
Don't worry.
So
it'll be bad.
so for those of you who are listening and for everyone in the room, whenever you guys do something, I like that could cause time to pass or someone to become like upset with you. I'm adding to a pool of dice called the tension pool, which can go up to 6, and I have these like D10s.
Yeah.
Every time you do something that, depending on what it is, it can cause the pool to grow or be rolled or both. So you had something bad happen today in school. You had something bad today in school. And now you've twice fucked with the innocent Mopsy the mouse cat, now Topsy the turtle-antula. So here's so
I slowly back away as I have not.
You're like, later, Gator.
Anyways, where's the fantasy DDR? I gotta
that's
go.
not happening now.
Shit.
Topsy the turtle-antula like resists your spell, and then he stands up straight and he goes, "I think you kids should go to the penalty box."
So
The
go
what?
to
I
didn't
the
make out that last
what?
part. What?
That's okay that you didn't make out that last part because I want to remind you how badly you fucked up just now. Your goal was to come here and find out information. The floor gives out beneath you,
I don't like math.
and you 3 just fall.
Yeah. I regret nothing.
Thank you, Mopsy.
It's Topsy now. Hey everybody, it's JoJo the Dungeon Master popping in for a quick second to say thank you for listening to the rolls we made, because the real podcast was the rolls we made is the catchphrase of our show. Thank you so much for listening. We are very, very happy with how it's coming out. People have gotten in touch with us about it, say it's neat, and we think it's neat, and it's just a big old neat parade walking down the neat street. I do not plan anything in the game or in my life. No, actually the game is pretty planned out. The very next episode of The Rolls We Made is coming out on the 17th of April, which is far away from your perspective. It's a full week. But I also wanted to tell you that we have completed the very first campaign part, chunk, arc, whatever you want to call it. The first big adventure. They concluded that 2 weeks ago, and they had an episode
of what I like to call Patch Day, where they all got to pick their classes, and that was pretty sweet. And I think I'm going to have that as maybe a bonus episode or maybe a regular episode. I haven't decided. If you guys liked that session 0 as a bonus, let me know. If you think maybe that should be something that's just included as, I mean, obviously it's going to be canon because the session 0 is canon. It's just not storytelling per se. I'm actually making air quotes with my hands as I talk. Yeah, if you want to hear that Patch Day as its own episode and then get an extra episode that week, I don't know why I'm giving you guys this option. We are a new podcast, so if you could give us a nice review, 5 stars in the app of your choice, iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, however you happen to be listening to us. We are on all major podcasting outlets now, and we need likes on all of them in order for people to know that we exist. So if you could do that, that would be great. Please tell people about the show using the hashtag #RollsWereMade. We have our Twitter set up to automatically tell us if someone tweets at that, and we will try to respond right away. No one's used it yet, but hey, do you want to? You can be the first one. You can do hashtag #RollsWereMade first, and you can tell me a magic monster, and I'll have everyone fight it, and it'll be pretty great, and I'll call it by your name. Yeah, I'm serious. Yeah, if someone can do that, that would be sweet. Hashtag #RollsWereMade on Twitter. We'll find it, and we will respond to you right away. And with that, I'm really sorry for interrupting all the action. I will let you get back to it. Thank you, and I will talk to you again on the 17th for episode 4. It's a good one. Bye.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
All of us?
Yes.
12. Do I have a dex bonus?
got a
Plus 3, I have
12 too.
15.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I
have.
got a 12 and I have 19.
So, what's...
I have 16 dexterity.
Oh, yeah, you're good. Then
Three.
plus 3. Okay.
I have a 14.
Just flat 14. You take 1 point of damage as you fall, and you land on your butt.
My butt! No!
You land right on your butt.
My bad.
This has been quite the day for getting my butt injured.
Don't even get me started.
Oh my God.
Trees.
We get it. You're fully healed. It's fine.
Emotional scars.
You find yourself in a large chamber that is lined with like lots of like workbenches and things. So like there's rows of like workbenches that are pretty tall, and it is really dark in here. Like there's some light, residual light coming from above you, and like when you look up, you kind of see like there's lots of little trapdoors here. You happen to be standing on 3 of them, but it would have been really hard not to be because there seems
Right.
to be a lot.
Right.
So the whole entire upstairs is basically
It's a big
allowing...
old trap.
Yeah.
Yes, because of your behavior. The entire floor is a trap now.
I feel like
So-
behavior.
Sorry, Salt's behavior on behalf of the
Salt
team.
just like
So now you
discovered
are
a big
in-
big old sex dungeon.
So yeah,
I'm gonna take this place down.
well, it's a workshop.
Sex dungeon.
Okay, if you want to do there, that's fine with me.
I'll kill you.
Now that you're in this room, you hear a goofy laugh from somewhere.
This
Oh, Jesus Christ.
fucking sucks.
This
Is
just
it
turned into
dark
Five Nights
out
at
there?
Freddy's.
Aside from the
You could
very,
just see like the
you can
benches
see me.
lit up
Well, who
barely.
can see in the dark?
I was going to say, I don't have dark vision because I'm just
do.
a dude. Yeah, you have
don't
dark
have.
vision.
Okay, so you can kind of see in the dark, and you can see. I think it says you can see 60 feet, so you can kind of make out stuff in this room, kind of like night vision. What you see is probably the most distressing. Is there's lots and lots of those Mopsy, Topsy.
No.
There's also a Flopsy in there.
No, please no.
Oh.
Not a flopsy.
Is it a rabbit and a warthog? What is it?
It's Flopsy, the fish
Cat
mingo.
mouse. Oh, the fish mingo. I kind of like
fish
that
flamingo.
one.
That was
Yeah,
okay.
you're
Yeah.
not. He's the worst.
Oh.
They're all up in here, and they're all
No.
just kind of standing like in various states of like not moving.
I don't like this.
And then you hear, well, hi, y'all. You seem to have stumbled your way into the back workshop. You might want to get out of there. The others don't seem to like company. Unlike me, Topsy.
I missed Topsy all of a sudden.
You suddenly do, Miss Topsy. So you're in a tremendously dangerous location.
Sweet.
Fudge.
What do you want to do? There's no obvious exits from where you guys are and like I'm just assuming you're conveying information to them as best you can given the situation, but like you don't see a door
Right.
or anything. If it's somewhere, it's hidden behind something. All you can really see are these like rows and things and these.
Emma has a thought.
Emma has a thought.
Flow in the middle of
What do
the
you got?
my detect
Uno.
magic.
Detect magic?
Yes.
Oh my God! Welcome to the heart of the cards.
Thank you.
Read to me the description of detect magic.
Yeah, but I don't like reading aloud. For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any.
Are you magic? Are you magic? Are you magic?
Okay, you cast this, right?
Okay. Yeah.
You still can't see in the dark. You can just kind of detect light. It's sort of like because
echo?
he can't see it.
Yeah. Use echolocation. You have
Hemlock
Yeah.
cannot see what you're seeing, but you see in the distance like there's definitely magic in here. I'm not sure what school of magic this would be, but it's like the type of magic that would make something like be able like transmutation magic, like something turned into something else or something that was made. Oh no, that would be it's necromancy. You see necromancy.
Oh no.
I was thinking transmutation. I really was
I'm
thinking
seeing some
necromancy.
shit. I'm seeing some shit
You're
in
not-
this workshop.
You're not parsing it out in your mind. You're just
You
like, fuck.
You see
Uncast,
you see
uncast.
yeah, you see these little like balls of light moving.
Okay.
And the way that you describe them, Salt can see they're like on some of the things in here, which could be good, could be bad.
Oh god.
Most likely bad. So yeah, so now you've seen the face of your foe.
Well, you guys have identified the problem. I don't really have a solution, but I don't think my laughs is going to get us out of
I'm
this.
like facing the opposite direction of you. I'm just like, where is it? Is it over here?
You hear
Wait.
like
I want to translate.
and then you hear
God.
like
Krusty the Clown.
crawl. Yeah.
seriously.
Oh, don't get it. Don't be started on Krusty.
Oh, Krusty.
Oh.
So Wren cast detect magic. Salt, what would you like to do? Are you just
turn
taking
in-
notes?
Oh, well, no, I forgot that I have a hellish rebuke and I'm just writing notes.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to turn into a mascot thing, whatever.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah. Which one?
Ooh, welcome.
Let me see. I think I'm going to go for, what are my options?
Well, you've seen Mopsy and Topsy.
Right.
Combine two
That's
animals.
it. That's all you've seen thus far.
Okay, I'll go with Mopsy.
All right. You quickly cast what was it? Disguise self.
Mask of 1,000 bajillion Arabian
So-
Nights or something.
You guys just see like Salt become the thing she hates.
So
She grows about a foot and
Not
turns
for the
a
last
little bit
time.
massive and turns into give me your best Mopsy.
Oh, I'm Mopsy. I have a lisp. Hi.
You are-
That is terrible.
this is the Bollywood Mopsy.
No,
What the
I
shit?
Let me just say, I liked your character. So you've turned into Mopsy for some reason.
I'm like, so you're not a wizard or a warlock
I
or
know, I
something?
feel
No,
like-
I'm not.
Hemlock, what would you like to do?
Well, I don't have a lot of options.
You certainly don't.
I'm just kind of like in the dark, so
I'll just say you ready your weapons for trouble.
I can convey secret messages hidden in normal conversation. I say it
There
to
you
my
go.
compatriots. I'm just like, hey, things are cool. But what I'm really saying is, fucking A.
Excellent thieves can't. Okay. So what would you like to do now? Now that you have a disguise as Mopsy, you were kind of standing around freaked out, and you can see scary stuff moving
Okay.
around. Without
So if I can kind of see, can we hide behind old Mops and just kind of
Get in the
our
suit,
way
baby.
out of here?
In the suit, baby.
I would actually encourage that.
Okay.
Is that a Mopsy or is that 3 students in a Mopsy trench coat?
And then we're like,
I want to see an R-rated movie, please. Thank you.
Here I was thinking today you guys would like play video games and shit, but man, oh man, if we didn't end up in a haunted basement pretty fast. You start making your way through the workshop area. As you're walking along, the lights that are over you, like the little gaps in the floor tiles that light can come down, it's like following you a little bit. So wherever you are, you can you can just see, but you two can kind of see like maybe a couple of feet.
While I'm giving her direction, can I just be like, starboard, port, starboard, port?
On the keel. Is that how it works?
Sure, I'll let that happen.
No, I mean, just to be a goof, not for any real serious thing.
You have made your way like about 20 feet from where you were, and you're getting close to like a table that has a bunch of tools on it.
Oh,
and also cool. One of the figures that looks a combination between like a dog and maybe some kind of fish. And it's
Red
just
has a little moment.
It's standing straight up, and it has like its skin looks like scales to it, and it's got the fucking necromancer light like all over it.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you can just fucking see it.
So,
What do you want to do? It's not taking any actions. It's
so
just
it's just chilling.
It's just standing right there. Yeah. So what do you want to do?
I'm blind as a bat. I'm just like,
No, you can see as well as
Oh.
Wren can.
Come on, you got to step it up, Jonesy.
Man.
You haven't done shit down here.
no, well, I'm sorry. I don't have magic. I've got a bow and arrow and my wit. Neither.
Which
Wit
both of
goes
which
outta
I'll
here.
raise a shot. Sorry, you T-balled it and you didn't connect. What would you like to do?
I mean,
Get around this.
yeah, I was going to say, like, can we, like, how is it enormous? Is it like,
It's about 7 feet tall.
Also,
and it's
question.
bulky.
So, if we are all in one suit,
You're not, but you could be if you wanted.
if we were all in one suit,
Uh-huh.
and I cast protect from good and evil, does it apply to everyone in the suit? Because it's a body.
How does protection from good and evil work? I would love for that.
I like how,
I
like
know,
how,
I'm liking it.
I
Danielle-
just want to have some consistency.
I enjoy that Danielle's coming up with like a really good idea to get us out of the problem she got us into.
Good.
yeah.
Go home.
So what
So, okay. Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures.
if you can manage to get into one of these things, sure.
Is it big enough to accommodate all three of us?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
This is horrifying. This is some fucking Five Nights at Freddy's bullshit, and I know
baby.
that this is what you were thinking.
Oh, I'm coming.
Look, just to be clear, I didn't think you fuckers would come here, so this is what's happening. So you're in the basement now.
Hey, I'm here for it.
Yeah, let's. You know what?
With old mop.
So you see the dog dolphin. There's some tools nearby.
Dog dolphin.
Dog dolphin. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah. Dolphins don't have scales, though.
Yeah.
Do you really want to talk shit to this dog dolphin from my imagination?
No, you.
That's right. Yeah.
I kind of do, but.
What would you like to do?
All right.
No, I don't.
Let's get inside the goddamn dog
Get in
dolphin.
here. Come on.
How are you going to do that?
Zip the back, right?
So I'm assuming like one person's like the legs, one person's like the middle with the arms, and the other one is like.
You guys are kind of getting ahead of yourselves. How are you going to get into this dog?
Into the dog?
Yeah, because I just said it's standing there. It's not like on a rack. It is standing there.
Okay, is it? It's not moving. It's not active.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well,
There's no way.
there's
around
definitely the
it?
magic on it.
Okay, so it's got active magic on it. Do you guys have any spells that can like deactivate it or anything?
I have mage hand. I can move it out of the way.
But it's not. It's probably more than 10 pounds.
Well, parts of it aren't. Like you can move like its hand or something.
You can make it wave.
Oh yeah.
Do you have control? Does anyone have anything that like controls anything?
I have command, but I think that has to be like a conscious being.
Is it conscious? Uh-oh.
It says a creature you can see.
This might qualify. So go ahead and make.
Open yourself to us.
So,
Experience something new. Are you polyamorous?
so you've now burned both of your spell slots.
Well, that's
If you
good.
do this,
That's good. 19.
well, you don't roll this.
Damn it.
Well, 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you not hear? 19. I win spectacularly. I win the whole game.
So you can give it a one-word command. You can tell it to do one word, and I think the actual spell tells you the one thing you can say.
Oh.
The one things you can say.
Nope, just one word command. Yes.
So what's the one word you want to say?
You got to get inside of it. What do you think you got to say?
Hey.
What's
Say it. You got to say it.
Open.
As soon as you say open, the creature instantly snaps its head to the looking at the three, because you guys were kind of at an angle to it. It snaps to look at you, and it goes, "Ha there! I'm Dropsy the dog dolphin. I'm really glad you're here." And then its head splits open like impossibly, like its mouth opens and
Everybody
its
jump
skull
in.
opens, and then its chest opens.
Jump in!
And inside, you see another one of those like lint creatures that's glowing purple within. It gives off a pretty horrific guttural cry. I'm going to let you guys have an attack of opportunity.
Oh, jeez.
So you guys have a surprise round.
We gotta try to
Oh, we're
kill
going to
this.
fight this thing now?
gotta
Well,
kill
you
it,
just made it.
obviously.
You just told it to open.
It's real mad.
It's open now.
I'm all, what kind of arcade is this? Is this Morm's Run?
It's one of those stocks in arcades. This is all
This is the kind. This is what happens in an arcade when you fuck with the people who work there. I
That's
imagine.
true.
I was very polite. I like dancing.
Only if
Too.
those are lint people.
What would you like to do?
I consider people who work at those arcades lint people, so yes.
Very, very good. I would request you
regret
attack this thing lest
nothing.
it destroy you.
All right.
I'm gonna definitely do Eldritch Blast because I think that's a cantrip. Yes, it is.
Okay. Make a ranged attack roll.
Okay, 19,
This is going to wake all the other ones up.
11, and then
That
I
hits.
get- Okay, cool.
So let's see how much damage you managed to do. 1. You do 1 point of damage. Does it have any pluses?
Just 1d10.
Okay, so you throw Eldritch Blast at it, and the suit is pretty big on the inside, so the spell kind of moves past the lint creature and just lands like somewhere inside of it.
Oh
It's
man,
in the
But
feet. It's like, eh.
So it got a little hit, but it's not like it's doing just fine.
It's made of lint.
It's doing great.
Damn.
Hemlock.
Can I see this thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can actually attack and not be at a disadvantage or
Sure,
anything?
yeah.
Okay. Well, I am going to... Am I like just close to it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do, because it's my strongest attack, my rapier.
Very well.
Ha! That's a 2. Yeah, +5.
So you move in to stab the lint creature inside of Dropsy, and it just you miss big, and it kind of just like your rapier flexes and bounces back off of the scale carapace around this thing. Wren, you want to bring it home?
Hell yeah.
this,
Hell yeah. You know closers are my special.
That's right. Let's
Where's my loot at?
Yeah.
This thing's weakness is
Come
getting
on,
bit
man.
by dogs.
roll that beautiful bean footage.
All right. What am I rolling?
What do you want to do?
I I feel like I use the laughing one too much. And it's not.
That might not be best.
Yeah.
I don't know why I would help you with that. but
Vicious mockery. I can't come up with a good insult.
You can just say you cast it, and in the fiction.
I'm going to cast it.
All right. Is it do you have to resist it?
Where does it say that? What is it?
Just read through it.
Oh, okay. You unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enchantments at a creature you can see within range. If the target can hear you, though it need not understand you, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take
Okay, that's it.
1d4 psych. Okay.
Stop talking. Thank you.
You say some shit that's pretty mean to it. I don't know what
You're
it is.
fucking ugly.
You look like you came out of my belly button.
Yeah.
The psychic the psychic assault of your insult and accompanying solo caused 4 points of damage to the creature inside
that
of this
good?
thing.
better than I did.
It's fine.
Sweet.
Better than all of us did.
So now go ahead and roll a d20 for initiative to see who goes when.
I got a 17.
Okay.
12.
16.
Yeah, top of the order, baby.
it now goes back to Jones. Go ahead and make another. You know what? Do another your best.
That's not that good.
Let's see it.
So if I do cunning action and I disengage, can I sneak behind and do a sneak attack?
You can.
Would that allow me to do sneak
yes.
attack all the time, basically?
Yes, you'll have. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I would like to, because sneak attack
Well,
is,
no, it wouldn't be sneak attack. You would just have advantage.
Okay, I would like to do that.
Okay.
Because I can use it once per turn, so I can use it every single time, right?
Yeah. So you disengage, move behind it, go ahead and attack with
I'm like,
advantage.
"Huh," and I like shuffle, like crab
you
walk behind
You
it.
kind of hop behind and do that shit.
So first one is a 1.
Well, good.
So I get to roll again, though, correct? That's good. Good job. What's that say?
Roll it again.
What?
Yeah, roll out. It rolled out of your little box.
Fuck you. That's an 18.
Yeah, I know.
You're a dick.
Do better.
13.
Okay, you hit it. That's a D8.
You tried to foil me.
D8 plus what?
D8 plus
I foiled you with your foil.
D8 plus 3.
Okay. So you managed to get it pretty good, right into its like, because its head split open. You kind of hop behind and are like, oh, and bring it
Yeah.
inside.
Nice.
And
bro.
for 11 damage.
Oh, dang, yeah.
Wow.
It is-
Jesus.
And it lets off a terrible scream.
I hit its chakra.
You sure did.
What kind of scream?
Yeah. That's not that.
That's pretty.
Yeah, but a
terrible.
billion times louder, and I don't want to hurt my voice, so there you go. Salt, or as I have you written here in my notes, slat.
Oh, I accept that. Well, I guess I'm gonna, you know what?
Let me tell you just a little bit about what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I think.
You really only have cantrip down, or
You can punch it. That's what you can do.
I have a crossbow.
okay,
Oh, wait, you have a crossbow?
yes.
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 Just yanks it out from like.
I don't know why you would have that because you can just cast Eldritch Blast forever. But yes, you have a crossbow.
I do.
It's called variety.
My Eldritch Blast has not been successful, but you know what?
What has higher damage, the blast or the crossbow?
The crossbow has.
You just mechanically speaking, you'll be better off using Eldritch Blast because your crossbow doesn't get any benefits from your stats, and your magic does.
Well, let's just Eldritch Blast this bit.
Thank you, voice in the unknowns.
That's right.
Thank
Go
you,
ahead.
God.
Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
15.
Okay, that is a big ol' hit.
Big old hit.
You blast it again with your Eldritch Blast attack. Put your hand up. Force of terrifying violet energy hits against it.
Yeah.
For 3 damage. It does not seem to be reacting super hot to Eldritch Blast. I'm just saying that in regards to the damage rolls, not because there's anything subtle. Wren.
I'm gonna hit it with my rapier.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Oh yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Very
I
well,
did that joke last episode. I can't.
Roll to stab, please.
Okay. 19.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay.
Plus 5?
That's a big, that's a big hit. That's a D8. Oh, shit.
Oh,
What's your
yeah.
plus to hit? Actually, it doesn't
5.
matter. You kill it.
Oh,
Yay!
Ren-
Redemption
Ren,
dog thing.
You're always thinking of the dog.
Ren dives her blade into the lint monster, and it kind of like disintegrates around it,
Ugh.
leaving an empty husk.
Hell yeah.
Empty husk. That's
As soon as that happens, you see like a little coily, springy, like swirl of energy rising out from inside of the dog thing, and it moves somewhere. And then you hear that weird laugh from before. It's like,
no. Crusty.
and now
Whatever his
you're
name
back. You
was.
have this open dog suit. You
Get in a
have-
suit. Fucking suit.
I love this game.
I have this weird feeling that getting in this suit might be problematic.
Get in the goddamn suit.
Shinji, get in the fucking robot.
Pretty much. This is Neon Genesis type shit.
I'm in the suit.
Okay, so you climb in the suit. You climb in one
I'm
leg.
the arms.
You do you really?
I'm the bottom.
That means that Salt's the other leg.
Which one of us is physically smaller than the rest?
You better say me or I'm quitting this game.
I didn't ask you guys your heights or weights, so I actually don't know.
We're all
Average?
exactly
You're
the
all
same
average.
size, right?
You're all classified, I believe, as medium-sized, but you climb into this effectively pretty large on the inside dog creature.
Y'all ever been inside of a big dog before?
Big one.
First time.
Make a let's see who would have to do this.
Oh god.
Who's on the top controlling the arms? Is it Hemlock?
Jeff's the arms. I mean, Jonesy's the arm.
Hemlock, make a oh god, make an intelligence roll.
That's gonna go
Plus
badly.
int.
Plus int. God damn it, man.
So much zeal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna try to skip it like a stone across a lake. Wow, that's a 20.
So with a 20, you find because there's like buttons on the inside of this.
Oh, cool.
You find the one that makes it close without. So in the walls of this thing are lots of like springs and gears and stuff like that. You press the thing that makes it seal up, and when it seals up, for a second it looks like those things are about to move, but then they don't, and it just seals up around you. And now I'm glad to say the three of you are trapped inside of a mascot dog that was filled with a lint ghost monster moments ago.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do this.
Now that you're in it, what would you like to do?
Onward. Yeah.
Well,
We need to find our way out this place.
okay, this is going to be...
Yeah, how's this going to work mechanically?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of that. So you two are the legs, so you're going to have to roll to not to be legs.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't like the sound of that.
Make a dexterity save.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Jesus. Skip. Let's skip.
12.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 6. And my dex is
Well, it's okay. It doesn't matter.
cool.
Okay. Then why did we even fucking
I know.
roll?
Why do we?
It's
Why?
so it's either everyone succeeds or everyone fails.
Oh, man.
So you try to take a step, and you are quick with reacting to how it feels to make this thing move, but like how to shift your weight. Salt, you are not. And
Fucking
you
rich
guys just topple,
Oh, no.
It's okay. It's okay, guys. We can crawl.
and that adds to the tension pool. Now you guys have to climb back up.
No, we're going to army crawl.
Jeff,
Yeah.
push us up.
Yeah, I'm going to use...
Hemlock. Make a strength
sorry.
check.
This was a bad idea. We didn't know it was going to be this mechanically
we don't know what's
involved.
going to happen.
No. That's why this 17.
Oh, perfect. You managed to get yourself back up and ride it, and are like, dudes, figure it out. I would assume.
I have upper body strength. It's great.
So now you guys are in this suit. You can still see through. You can see through like cracks in it, like to where the other like shapes are. You can still see through it from where you are in the leg. There's further parts of the workshop. There's a table you were just at. Where do you want to go?
Are there any weapons?
The table has tools and
Yes.
stuff.
Did you want to grab
Maybe we
those?
could, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just say you grab them.
One in each hand. Dual wheel.
Okay, yeah. So
wheel,
Hemlock, you
yeah.
pick up the there's like a spanner, like a big like wrench and a wrench, and you grab both of them.
I would like to add that I solder in knives into both hands and both feet.
You don't. So
I am X23. I have Wolverine blades in my hands. And
So now you're in a dog costume holding stuff. What do you want to do?
Let's try
You know-
and can we cut ourselves out of this thing?
Well, I think we want to use it to get out still, though.
Yeah,
We're not in
we-
danger.
we don't
Need it
even
for
know how
now.
to
I didn't
fucking
say you weren't in
walk
danger.
it.
You're just in this thing.
Okay, well,
so what's the next thing you want to do?
Is there anything inside of this that's like a navigation or anything that can help us figure out where to go?
If you look when you look through the eye holes, you kind of like
Is it like night vision? Can I
kind of
see?
yeah.
All right.
There's sort of like night vision, and it seems like certain things in the environment are getting like glowing or flashing. You don't know why.
What's glowing and flashing? Is there
Like
like...
a-
There's a
HUD?
panel
Is it
on the
like a
wall.
HUD?
There's also
Yeah.
like in the corner of the room, and you feel like you might be seeing this like through stuff. There seems to be like a chest on the ground.
Look, I feel like we
Alright.
pushed our luck just a little bit too far today.
Did we?
There's the chest.
You can walk to the chest. It'll take a little bit of time to get there.
I mean, we're here.
Let's do the... You know what? You're right. We're here. God damn it.
Have fun.
I love this game.
Fucking Christ.
What does that mean? Every
means
time you
nothing
say
good.
that, something bad
The
happened.
reason why
very bad
something bad
things.
happened. I told you time would pass, and it has. As you are making your way through the workshop, you're just passing by these shaped figures, various combinations of animal mascots. You finally get to the chest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that you wouldn't have any problem opening it, even if it was like locked or trapped or anything. You just kind of pop it open, and inside of this chest is a couple of like buttons that say "I survived a night at Lellard's." What did I call this place? Lellard's
Vittles
Arcade
and
Vittles.
Arcade and
Whiz
Vittles.
gigs.
Can I sell these on eBay? Or
Lellard's Games and Vittles. It shows a picture of Mopsy the mouse cat going like this, really happy, and it's just a button that says "I survived." Go ahead and you can give yourselves 1 point of popularity for that, because that's pretty cool. Like, not many people undertake the all-night challenge at Lellard's.
Oh, that
No one else
was
has
a game, a challenge.
Well, here's the. Well, this is the. This
we
is
have to now prove
Well,
that we earned the
yeah.
buttons.
So like I said, like something bad happened. When you turn around inside of your good buddy, you see before you, you passed about 4 of these animatronic figures, these 4 shapes. And you didn't notice this, but every time you passed one, it turned to look at you.
I don't like that.
And now that you've turned around, they're all staring at you. And then each one takes a step forward.
Oh, for fuck's
and
sake.
now all 4 of them are squaring off right at you.
Hi guys, it's me.
Yeah, we're just trying to blend in.
Yeah.
Roll to blend.
I hate people.
Good job, you guys. You solved my puzzle. And now we're gonna play for